Hi, ho sports fans. EDCI 706 candidates. Dr. Palermo with a week 6 instructional video for you. This past weekend was fun for me in Goldsboro. Um, I hope that you're gathering that a whole lot of the EDCI program is about self-knowledge, about learning about yourself as a leader, and in this case, a change facilitator. Um, I learned some things about myself as a professor and a teacher of adults this past weekend. So thank you for participating in my continuing education. I enjoyed your letters, your notes, the ticket out. I empathize with you. I understand better where you are and how you're feeling. Thank you. I'm sorry that none of you felt like you needed anything from me right now. If that changes, please contact me, email me, call, text me. You can text that cell number and I'll respond. Um, so you are a change facilitator, and change facilitation, leadership for change facilitation is what Hall and Horde Chapter 6 is about this week. How do leaders make a difference? Some things that I hope that you'll note in Chapter 6. And I hope again that you'll learn more about yourself. Think about yourself as a change facilitator. Think about how you're leading change in terms of the SCEP or the PLCPA. And also here you have an opportunity to examine your principal as a change agent or other leaders. Maybe it's an AP or an IRT at your school who's really helping to lead change. But anyway, you have an opportunity to examine one of those folks this week using what you've learned in Chapter 6. There are three basic change facilitation styles according to Hall and Horde: initiators, managers, responders. Again, filter this through what you know, how you know yourself and other change agents at your school. And think, I was an initiator mostly, but I did a whole bunch of management and responding too. So I think most of these are mixes. But figure 6.4 on my page 148, how folks make things happen. Initiators, managers, responders is kind of interesting. The table 6.3 that is again in my text on 151, the 6 dimensions for change facilitator style with examples. I sure hope are in all of our editions because that ties to the discussion that you're asked to do. So let's look at that discussion. And how do I share my screen here? This is Zoom, and I'm still learning Zoom here, folks. So this week is week 6, which again is wow, 1/3 of the way through the end of this semester. So it is week 6. You should remember that as you're working on your evidences, PLCPA is due in week 9, just 3 weeks or so, and the FCEP week 10 shortly after that, and then we'll be coming back together again and doing a peer review on your PEC. I hope, again, that you will work hard in the next few weeks to get some good writing done. The discussion, 2 discussions this week. Again, this is about the implementing change and gives you an opportunity to examine your principal or another change agent at your school. Rate how high or low they might rate on these six dimensions of change facilitator styles. And then in the book, they kind of charted that. How closely would your profile fit one of those? That's the question about 6.5. So if you don't line up, rate a leader using those 6 change facilitation dimensions. And PE, give us an update on the PE. How's it going? What are you using? Take a look at the information in the folder if you haven't already. Lots of good stuff in here. Resources for course content, PEC, and then examine that some and take a look. A detailed evaluation report. Okay, if you haven't thought about that, or your audience, or who you're presenting stuff to, some stuff about presentations. Again, quick and down and dirty thinking about how to present this to someone else as an authentic assessment of the program that you evaluated. Some interesting stuff on qualitative data presentations, as well as the logic model resources that you should be familiar with. But lots of resources here in PEC. You're invited in that week 6, thank you, dialogue to comment on some or any of those. And that's the work this week, except keep plugging away on those evidences, ladies, and write to me if you need something. Thanks.